Who's ready to take their social media content to the next level? I know I am. And who sometimes struggles with consistently posting? I know for me, that is one of the hardest parts of doing social media is just keeping consistent and actually just doing it. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I know that I canceled our last class, unfortunately, because I was sick. I'm feeling so much better now. Please excuse I'm a little nasally, but I really appreciate you being here, and I really appreciating you taking the time to invest in yourself and taking your social media to the next level. I am a full-time stylist behind the chair. My name is Rachel Graham. I have been a matrix artist for 10 years, and one of my biggest passions in this industry is social media because social media gives you the freedom to do what you want to do. I was able to triple my clientele. I was able to build a loyal clientele, and I was able to attract the type of hair and the type of clients that I was interested in doing that. So I really want to be able to show you how you can do the same, and you could really curate what you want by what you put out. I always think of social media as like some type of hair karma. What you put out on social media is what you're going to get back in your chair, and it gives you a lot of control, which I absolutely love. Um, so in today's class, I'm going to show you how to create content that is going to really boost engagement on social media. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Let me just share my screen here. Matrix is an uncomplicated, inclusive and uplifting brand. We have color and classes in education and styling products for all stylists, all levels, all hair types. And I'm really proud to be in a company that has all of that to offer. I am going to challenge you to think outside the box. I want you to believe in yourself. Social media is one of those things where you just have to believe in yourself and you have to do it. And that's how you're going to get better. Practice is the way to encourage change, and it's going to make you a better stylist. Dream about the kind of stylist that you want to be. And that's basically how you can use social media is to curate the kind of stylist you want to be, do the hair that you want to do. If you've been dreaming of doing a certain type of hair, if you want to create certain types of content, this gives you the opportunity to do that. And just dare to put yourself out there because that's the biggest challenge in this is just putting yourself out there. So one of the biggest things with social media is figuring out ways to boost your engagement. One of the best ways that you can do that is to be consistent. Consistency is key. When it comes to Instagram and TikTok, they use a lot of artificial intelligence to basically boost the posts. So the more consistent that you are, the more that these apps can anticipate that you're going to post and they're going to boost your content. They're controlling how many people see your work overall. So one of the best things you can do is pick certain days of the week that you're going to post. It doesn't really matter anymore the time of day that you post. It's more about having a consistent posting schedule. So for me, I like to post every Wednesday. And I also like to create a schedule that is realistic for me. Whether it's 2 days a week, 3 days a week, just once a week, the consistency is truly key. Another important thing is hashtags. Hashtags are still very relevant and they work really well in trying to attract the type of engagement that you're looking for. Some best practices that I recommend is using about 6 to 12 hashtags and be fairly niche. When I say that, I mean definitely use hashtags that already exist, but you don't want to use too broad of a hashtag all the time because then your work can get a little bit lost in the shuffle. And I always recommend using local hashtags. So some like smaller, more local hashtags and some larger hashtags. For example, I live in Boston and I'm actually in my salon right now in Boston. And what I recommend doing, I always do Boston hairstylist, Boston blonde hair. When a client is looking for a new stylist or looking for a change, those are the type of things they're going to be searching for. And then also you want to use broader hashtags like balayage, curly hair, styling, all those different types of things. Another really great way to boost engagement is video. TikTok and Instagram are really prioritizing video right now. Reels and TikToks are a great way to boost your engagement, and they're a really amazing way to showcase your personality. So get creative with that. Definitely take the time to watch other Reels and other TikToks to get inspiration. There's a huge emphasis right now on what's trending. So kind of jump on the bandwagon with some of these trending videos, make them your own, be yourself. Detailed captions is super important. Now, because of their use of AI, they can target using your words to certain people. So if they know that somebody is interested in curly hair and your caption has something about curly hair in it, the algorithm can actually push those to the proper person that wants to see that. So detailed captions are great. Really describe what you're doing. Try to be creative. Use hooks, something that's going to really draw somebody in, and be social. The most important thing about social media is being social. So I follow all my clients. I let all my clients follow me. I engage with my clients. I engage with my followers. I comment on other people. Instagram and TikTok love users that are social on these platforms. So the more that you like, the more that you comment, the more that you use the platform, the better that your engagement is going to be. And use everything that the app has to offer. So anytime Instagram or TikTok add a new feature, they want to boost users that are using their features because that's going to do better for them. So anything that benefits them that you can do will benefit you because they're going to push your content because you've used all the things. So edit in the app, use the new features, use all the things that it has to offer. And then don't forget to tag location. Location is huge, especially if you're trying to reach more clients because they're going to be searching based on location because they want to see you. They want to go to the stylists that they found. This is just an unbelievable way to meet new clients. It has worked for me amazingly. I now have an amazing clientele. I love all of my clients. I love the hair that I'm doing. And it's a great way, especially if you feel like maybe you're not doing the type of hair that you want. Maybe you're not feeling as passionate as you used to be. Use this to invigorate your passion because that's what I've done and it's been really incredible for me. So one important thing is that quality is always trending. You can have the most amazing color you've ever done and it's going to look so good in person. And if you don't style it or you don't photograph it in the perfect way, it's just not going to translate on the internet. Basically, we do three-dimensional hair and we're showcasing it in a two-dimensional world. So it's just, you need to make it that much more styled. If you look at these 3 different Instagrams, you can see that the quality of each image, and it doesn't matter exactly what the image is. It's just looking at it, this is a quality image, it's quality hair, it's beautifully styled. You can make the most amazing color look bad with poor styling and poor photography. And you could make a mediocre color look absolutely amazing with great styling. A good picture with a classic style is always better than a bad picture with a trending style. So when all else fails, if your quality is perfect and your styling and your finishing is perfect, it's going to do well on social media. Product. So product is a super important part of styling for social media. If you don't use the proper product in finishing work, it's just not going to translate in photography. For a rule of thumb, I always make sure I use a styling prep product. So a cream, an oil, a serum. Matrix has incredible products that work so great. You really want to make sure it looks flawless, shiny, finished, no flyaways, no frizz. And product is really what's going to get you to do that. So I always start with a cream, a serum, a gel, or an oil. And then I always like to layer products. So then what I'll do is I'll layer on my volumizing product, either a mousse, a foam, a root lift spray, something like that. And then once you finish with that, you always want to use some type of finishing product, whether it's a finishing spray or hairspray, a texturizing spray. Product is going to take your style to the next level. Professional polish. I already touched on this a little bit, but polishing the hair is absolutely so important. If you look at these pictures, you can tell that this first picture just really doesn't translate in the same way than the next three pictures do. And in person, this balayage in the first picture could be absolutely gorgeous, but you can tell here that it's just not coming across on camera the way the other pictures are. A couple recommendations, you want to make sure you finish maybe with using a hot tool. When it comes to curly hair, you may want to like wrap a couple curls around an iron to just give it that extra pop of finish. I always like to use like a curling iron, a flat iron, really show that shine. And also you want to make sure the hair is styled and brushed together. You can see like in this first picture, there's some gaps in the hair. There's some missing spots. So always make sure when you go behind that camera, you want to take a brush with you. You want to take a tail comb. You want to bring your hairspray and you want to really comb everything together and make sure it's styled flawlessly. Okay. So then the important thing is volume. And when I say volume, I don't necessarily mean that the hair has to be super voluminous. What I mean is that you really want to crop in on that hair and make hair the star of the show. You can tell all these pictures have a super clean background. They look super well polished, and the photo is cropped in around the hair really well. It's okay if you didn't shoot the photo cropped in, but when you go to edit the photo, you want to make sure you edit out any background that's just not necessary for your photo. All of these are photographed beautifully. I know you had a photography class, which is incredible. So this is just a couple tips to bring it to the next level. Okay. And then showcasing dimension. So as you can see in this picture here, straight versus wavy, the wavy look is really going to showcase better on social media. I have to say, when I'm working behind the chair, every single one of my clients show me a photo of somebody with curled hair. It showcases the color better. It showcases the dimension better. If you are going to post someone with straight hair, it has to be absolutely perfectly sleek, flat iron, shiny, perfect. And then you want to make sure you define those curls and coils so that it really pops. As you can see, both of these, the wavy picture and the curly, coily hair picture, they really bring it to the next level. The importance of lighting. I'm sure that you went over this a little bit already, but lighting is crucial to your image. As you can see here in this first picture, the first picture on the left, that is under sunlight. The shorter picture where it says outdoor, that's under sunlight, and the other one is under shade. So the best lighting that you possibly can have is a lighting under shade, but with direct sunlight. So sometimes when I'm in the salon, you can't always get that perfect lighting. So what I try to do is I bring my client over to the window. I have them face the window so that the natural light is hitting them. And then sometimes what I do is I turn off the above lighting. You want to have the lighting come forward, not from above. And you can tell here on this picture of the three colors, look at how different all three of those colors look based on the lighting. If you don't have any natural light, you can also incorporate a ring light, which will also make that color pop. And I would play around. A lot of times what I do when I'm taking my photos is I take multiple photos in different lighting so that I can get the best results. Image quality key factors. So we talked a lot about strong finishing. I would say that's like the number one most important thing. If the hair looks good, it's going to always look good. You want a clean background. You don't want a lot of things behind you. You don't want messy. If you don't have a clean wall that you can take the photos in front of, you can use portrait mode, which will blur everything in the background. It looks like this photo here might have been portrait mode and the other one is shot on a clean background. It's super important. Nothing ruins a picture more than mess. Then we talked about lighting, how important lighting is, that indirect natural light. And then make sure you have a sharp focus. So when you take out your camera, you want to make sure you tap the screen and make sure that the hair is focused in the image. A blurry picture is just not going to come across. And then the subject always is the most important. You want to crop that image in on your subject. And let's talk a little bit about filters. So when you're shooting hair, filters are really going to change the way that your color comes across, and I don't recommend using them. You can do some slight editing if you need to brighten the picture, If you need to focus it in, if you need to sharpen it up, I think those things are totally fine. But you want to make sure that the hair in your image looks like the hair in the salon. Filtering is just going to muddy up your image and people are going to notice. And like I said before, consistency is key. You always want to make sure you're consistently posting, set yourself up for success, and you want to have consistent hair. You don't have to make every picture look the same, but I want you to think a little bit about your personal brand and how the pictures that you're posting are affecting your brand. Never post pictures of things that you don't want to do. I only post hair that I want to see. If you look at my Instagram, you can tell that I do a certain type of hair, but there are other clients that I do that don't fall into my personal brand and I just don't post them. And it's okay to do that. And if you feel like your clients are wondering why you're not posting them, just explain to them that, you know what, you're my special client and I do this for you, but I want to attract more of this type of hair. And that's totally fine. Some habits to avoid. You can see these 4 pictures just don't come across the same. This first picture on the top left, it's obviously too dark lighting. Nothing is in focus. And then in that next picture, you can see what a messy background that is. Some things I like to do before I film content is I clean up my background. Nothing in my pictures should be there if I don't want it there. Everything needs to serve a purpose. And then you can tell in this bottom picture that also is way too busy of a background. I would either use portrait mode or I'd focus in on certain products if I want products in the photo. And then that next picture, it's just not styled. I'm sure that color is actually really awesome in real life. What could have brought that to the next level is putting some volume, giving it a perfect blowout, maybe adding some waves, um, fixing the pose. That's a few things that you could do to really just take it to the next level. So we talked a lot about getting the shot, but I just want to show the different ways that you can take pictures. So sometimes if the volume's not there, you can take your hand and just separate it and make it look a little bit bigger so you can get a little difference. You can see in the second picture her pose, she has her head tilted down at an angle so you can really see the shape of that cut and you can see the dimension of those coils. And in this third picture, she's using her hands to sort of hold her hair up to create more volume in the image. There's some great poses that you can do that will really take that to the next level. At the end of this, I will share my Instagram so that if you have any questions or if you want to look at any of my photos, I can definitely give you some more pointers on posing. But definitely try a bunch of different things. Be transparent with your clients. Tell them, you know what, I'm going to shoot content on you today. You're like, I love you as a client. I really want to showcase your hair. Your clients will want to help you. My clients have been like amazing through the social media journey, and I think they're going to be really excited to be part of it. If you have clients that aren't comfortable showing their face, that's totally fine. There are so many ways that you can post images without showing the face, just like this one in the back. This blonde client, she has a little bit of her face in the picture. If you moved the hair just slightly over the face, you could still post that picture and not show the face if they're not comfortable with that. You want to definitely make sure your clients are comfortable and you want to coach them on how to pose. Most of the time, my clients are not professional models, so they're not 100% comfortable on camera. So I just give them some pointers. One thing I have them do, I'll say like, follow my hand, and I'll move my hand so that they know where to put their head and they know they'll follow my hand, and I'll tilt them in different directions and just guide them so that I can get the perfect image. All right, so I am so excited to do this. I hope that this really helped you all with your contest and with your social media. I would love to see what you come, excuse me, I would love to see what you come up with. So please tag me. My Instagram is Rachel Graham Hair. I look forward to seeing everything that you post. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely amazing, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you. Yeah, hold on. All right, go ahead. What? Oh, it's all in PowerPoint. What is going on? I think I lost it. It's gone. I don't know where it is. Okay.